Hello and welcome back to the interior of my Mercedes Vario Campervan Conversion, and today I'm going to pick up where I left off last time. I've had a really busy week. It's been nice and sunny. I've been busy at work, but today it's raining, so it's very unusual for me to actually film midweek. Usually I don't get to work on my van until the weekends, so I've got a bonus day today and I'm going to finish off this overhead cupboard. I did actually make a little bit of a mistake. I forgot to cut the little slots in here for these doorknobs. Let me just show you if I can get one out of the packet. And spooky enough, these turned up yesterday, just in the nick of time for today. So these push button latches, you can see they've got that bit that pushes out. I forgot to make a slot for that to go in. Also, I'm going to fit the last one of these to this side because I actually run out of these because I used more of these than I expected when I built my kitchen cupboards. Does that make sense? Right, so I'm going to begin today by actually removing this and, like I say, put those slots in. Also, I forgot to put the door stoppers on each side so these doors can actually flop right in. As they close, they go in all the way. Unlike these ones, you see, they hit a solid stopper, which is these side bits down here. And I forgot to put those on there, so this has got to come down anyway so that I can fit those. Does any of that make sense? Potentially not, but anyway, I'm just filling you in on what I'm doing today. You're more than welcome to hang around and spend a day with me and watch me mess things up, basically. Right, let's get my screwdriver and get this down. Where did I put it? Now, when I put this up, I did have help from the lovely Rebecca. She's working because it is midweek, so hopefully I can take this down without damaging it. Let's have a go. Bye. Jimmy air. There you go, that worked out alright. Right, so let's get this on the bench. Oh, try not to scratch all the furniture. Like I have here, I've scratched all of this. I've got dents in here. I'm going to have to revarnish the interior of my van by the time I'm finished with these overhead lockers. Right. Now I do believe the first thing I need to do is fit these door stoppers before I fit the latch on my other side. See, because these stoppers actually stop the door from going inside, and it'll be very difficult to fit these latches if the door falls through. So I've got everything laid out on the table. I think for these stoppers, all I need is a bit of scrap wood. I've got loads of scrap wood. Yeah, perfect. Right. As long as the line's nice and straight, that's all we need. What do we need? 2, 4. Right. 4. Oh, we've got these fine bits. I'll just saw. A bit ropey looking, aren't they? There's probably better ways of doing this, but it works. So that's all that matters. Right. So these, let's get a good bit. There we go. There's a nice bit. Right, now I've got my bits cut out. All I've got to do is glue them in place. A bit of glue might help. Often works better if you do actually put glue on there. That's pretty much all you need to do, create a little lid. Always put our lid back on because this stuff, when it dries rock hard. It's incredibly strong. Done. That's it. Right, now before I do fit my doors I need to modify the outer ring because this ring is made for plywood that's 15mm thick. Our plywood on the other hand is only 12mm thick, so if we don't modify these they stand proud like this. It doesn't go all the way through, you see, it's too thin. The plywood's too thin for the knobs, so we adjust the knobs. I'll show you what I mean. Messy. Now this will go in here. That should be a nice tight fit, like that. And our knob should go in the back. Perfect. There we go. Absolutely spot on. There we go. That's our door knobs nicely fitted. That's how they work. You see that? Brilliant. Right. I think I need to make that a little bit deeper, and then we'll be fine. It's just a grinding blade on here. Works really well. Now obviously I'd recommend wearing safety glasses when using one of these, but I already wear glasses, so I'm happy to take that chance. Right, there we are, perfect. I've already done this one this side, so now it's fit. So now I can reinstall this back inside the van. This is the bottom part here, by the way. This bottom part, you can see I've got these 3 holes in it. This is for my touch lights, LED lights. Right, oh, it's messy. Let's get this back in the van. Can't believe the sun has come out. Yeah, I'm supposed to be fixing somebody's roof. I said I couldn't do it today because of the weather. Now the sun's come out. I feel really bad because they're relying on me to help them do their roof. So I'm just going to screw this back in very quickly, and then I'm going to shoot off and go back to work basically, because they are relying on me for my help. Let's get this back up here. Hopefully this goes back in the right place. So I'm not going to fix the doors in. I am going to put the base up though, so I can finish off doing the lights. But I think I'll finish that off another day because I need to go get back to work. Like I say, there are people out there that rely on me to do a job, so I need to get back and do that job. There we go. Right. Yep. Perfect. Now I've got to do is that one. So in case you're wondering why I didn't fit these doors at the same time before fitting the framework, it's because I did actually fit them, but I used the wrong hinges. I brought some hinges off of Amazon. These ones on the other hand come off of eBay. I thought they were both the same, but it turns out they're not. The ones on Amazon have got a spring here and also a spring here as well in this section. These ones have got like some cylindrical device and a strong spring, and I've got to say they are absolutely perfect for these doors. They're the perfect kind of resistance, if that makes sense. Whereas the other ones with the double spring, they're really hard to open. You have to really pull them to open. And when you go to close them, they really do snap shut. They're just too powerful, I think, if that makes sense. So if you are going to buy these hinges, do make sure you get them off of eBay, not Amazon. Or if you find them on Amazon, make sure they got this cylinder and a spring rather than the double spring. The double spring ones are just too strong, in my opinion anyway. Right, heed my warnings, as I say. But the good news is I've already got the holes pre-drilled in the doors and in the framework, so it should be a simple matter of lining up the holes and fitting them. So it shouldn't be that too much of a drama getting them up underneath. Right, so I'm going to go ahead, fit this other door. I'll see you in a bit. Well, there we go, that's my doors fitted, and they fit rather well, even if I do say so myself. So they're done. Oh, that one's a bit stiff, isn't it? Yeah, so you don't want strong springs on these because they are strong enough. Right, let's put the base up underneath. Then all I've got to do is some more stuff to get done. And I want to get this done today. That's my plan anyway. It has been said that I would make a good cabinet maker. Yeah, right. Don't know about that personally, but there you are. Right, so that's my bottoms done. Now my lights. Now these were originally silver, but I decided to spray them black just so that it matches the black taps, the black light fitting on that side, the black knobs in my cupboard. I think it goes really well, black and brass. The only thing that lets it down is this white surround. I was thinking about painting this black as well, but then I thought to myself, why not just take it off completely? Put a nice wooden surround there instead, which would mean I'd have to have some kind of different curtain. Or could I take this apart, take this out and fit it in there, in that recess? That's a job for another day, I think. Today I'm just going to finish this cupboard off. There we go, like that. Nice and simple. We're going to have some nice touch lights. There we go. Back, there we go, that's one. Easy to fit lights, isn't it? Right, now I've got to make bottoms for these and side compartments. I think what I'll do is make the side compartments and the end cap first, and then we'll do the bottoms. I'll be right back. Well, it's looking a little bit dark in here. So allow me to turn on my new under cupboard and over kitchen lights on. There you go, it lights up my kitchen worktop. My sink's got a light for itself, my cooker's got its own light, and where I put my air fryer, that's going to have its own light. But most importantly, let's turn these lights on. You can see how much brighter it gets. Look at that. Oh, I've got lights under here as well, on one here. There you go. My kitchen overhead locker is almost finished, and I say almost finished because this is going to be a shelf open. So whatever's in here is obviously going to fall out when we drive. So I need to put something here to stop stuff falling out of there. I'm not sure what Becky wants to put up here. Maybe some soft toys or something, I don't know. So I'm going to have a go at making one of these to go in there. I'll be right back. The fridge started up. Look at that. Yeah, I think that'll look nuts. Let's get a couple of thingies. Oh, I wonder if my screwdriver will fit. Might have to screw these in by hand. Oh no. What is the world coming to? Oh yes. Measuring device. Shut up. Fridge is a bit noisy. I'm not very happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. So I've got a different fridge. I'll show you in a minute what I've got. Just do this. Yeah, I can't be getting up in the middle of the night to kick the fridge because it's noisy. So I've decided to get a better fridge. Plus, believe it or not, I'm actually thinking about taking up the hobby of fishing. But more about that later. Don't worry, I'm not going to start making a fishing video channel or anything like that. Yeah, so because I'm thinking about taking up fishing, two reasons really, I'll be honest. One, I really want to try and go to the remote coastal places and stay there for as long as possible. So I'm thinking, if I'm going to be in a coastal resort, if I'm going to spend time at the coast, why not take up fishing, and then that way I can actually catch my own food, as it were. But here's the problem, I'm absolutely crap at fishing. I kid you not, when I was in Australia with my mate Neil, we were stood on the back of a boat, we had exactly the same fishing rods, exactly the same bait, he was reeling them in, and I think I caught one fish, and it was so small we had to throw it back. So that's what, and that was my first and only time actually fishing. Mind you though, thanks to Neil and his fishing skills, we did have a really nice barbecue. But I kind of learnt then, or realised then, that fishing wasn't for me. Fish just don't like me. As much as I love fish don't like me. But I've recently discovered lure fishing. So you get like a little plastic thing and you lob it in the ocean, you reel it in, and as you reel it in it wiggles and pretends to be a little fish, and apparently the big fish like it. So you haven't even got to worry about bait or digging bait or any of that malarkey or carrying live bait. That's the one thing that puts me off sea fishing, is like having to put a live shrimp on a hook. It's just like, ugh, nasty. I'm a bit squeamish like that, so I don't know how I'm going to go when it comes to actually cleaning the fish and cooking them. There we go, here's my piece of pipe. Now I can't decide whether or not that looks a bit over the top now. What do you reckon? Is it too much? This and this? I don't know, you know. I really can't say whether I like that or not. I'm very undecided about this. Maybe it's just a little bit too tacky, maybe too much. What do you reckon? Leave a comment down below. Do you think that's too much? Let's shut those, see what it looks like. So I'll put all my stuff in there. That's going to stop stuff falling out. Maybe, potentially, it will stop stuff falling out. Who knows? Anyway, there you go. I think all I need to do now is wait for the glue to dry on these sides. I've only just glued these in. Yeah, give it a varnish. And I think we can safely say my kitchen overhead locker is done. Look at that. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. This van is coming together really well now. Let me just shut this up. Let me move the camera so you can get a full view of my galley. Is it a galley? Yeah, it's a galley, isn't it? Because it's my land yacht. Well, there you go, that's better, isn't it? That's a better view of the interior of my camper van. It really does look like a boat galley now, which is exactly what I wanted. My fridge is making a noise again. Shush. I'm a little bit reluctant to put my freshly catched fish inside that fridge. So when Alpicool got in touch with me and said, would you like to try out one of our fridge freezers, our chest fridge freezers, how could I possibly say no? What fantastic timing, just take a look at this. And the great thing about this is, it is dual voltage, so I can use this indoors as well as inside the camper. Because it's completely portable, I can take it out of this camper and take it and put it in my other camper. So it doesn't matter which van I choose to go travelling in, I can take this with me. Let me just have a look in here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to plug this in to see how quiet it is. I'm interested to see if it's as noisy as that thing. I mean, it does come with the leads as well, so we've got the 12 volt standard cigarette lighter type plug socket for the 12 volts, and then a little 12 volt adapter so you can plug it into 240 volt. Let's plug this in. I just want to see how noisy it is, or how quiet it is, I should say. Let's be positive, it's going to be quiet, because I haven't tried it yet. And it's come directly from Amazon, and that's the other great thing about it, is the price. I was really surprised. Now, it wasn't that long ago you'd have to pay at least £700 for something like this. This is being a compressor fridge, remember, it's a proper fridge. Yeah, it doesn't seem that long ago that they were 700 quid. This, on the other hand, was only 330 quid. Yeah, really surprised, pleasantly surprised by the price. And they do a whole range of different camping fridges. Some of them have even got Bluetooth. They did offer me one with Bluetooth, but I didn't want the one they offered me. I wanted this one because it's got the handles, it's got no wheels on it, and it's going to fit nice and snug underneath the bed in my camper. By the sounds of it, it's not too noisy either. I'm quite impressed with that actually. And it is dual zone, so we've got two different zones, freezer and fridge, or you could have it freezer and fridge. You can swap them around, depends on what your settings are, or you can have it all fridge or all freezer. Me personally, I should probably have both compartments as a freezer, then I can put fishing bait in one compartment and my freshly caught fish in the other compartment. But like I did say earlier, my fishing skills leave very much to be desired. So the chances are this will probably just end up with ice cream in it. There you go, Alpicool. So if you are looking for a fridge freezer for your camper van, I will leave a link in the description of this video to Alpicool's Amazon storefront, purely for your convenience. I do hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now. Right, all I need now is a fishing rod.